and we are live for season 2. It's the Flagrant 2 with X and Lou. And hey man, how you feeling, man? I mean, season 1 kind of ended a little abruptly. It's my fault.
Abruptly, yes.
It's my fault. I was moving.
Nah, yeah, life happens.
Yeah, life happens. Life comes at you fast. We don't got endorsement shit. I can't can't
Oh,
say slogans.
shout out to StreamYard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Um, but yeah, man. Season 2, man. Look at us. Look at us. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk?
But we doing the honor of Kobe. We got A24.
Yes,
Um,
RP, my guy.
word, man. He would have been 45, man.
Damn,
45.
it's young still.
I know, and I feel like he was just taken from us before like he really hit his stride. You know what I'm saying? Like he retires from the NBA, and usually when especially like the big players retire, they have so much life after the A, you know?
And he already had so much. He had so much stuff going on between books, his daughter, showing potential, everything, and it's just like
It's
all
getting
of that
stripped away, man.
one
But
time.
shout out to his wife, shout out, to the legacy he left behind. I do want to start this I want to start the first episode off with our favorite Kobe moment. What was your favorite Kobe moment?
I know we always think of Kobe game winners,
Mm-hmm.
fantastic things like that. But mine's always, me, I'm a team player. I gotta say, the Western Conference final against the Blazers, where he threw a fantastic pass to Shaquille O'Neal, which won it to them. And it's like, to think about it too, he crossed up Scottie Pippen. That was my favorite player too. So it's just like, that one's there. It's always ingrained in my mind. Even though it was an old wash up Scottie, it was still Scottie. But Kobe had a fantastic play right there. And it was just, one of the things that goes down in history.
I like that one. I'm gonna do you one better. During it was the build up to the playoffs. I forget what year it is, but he was going at it with who was it? The dude on the song, Raja Bell.
Oh God.
And was it this one? No. I think it was what's his face on what's his name? Bonds, Matt Bonds.
That's what
Matt
I was thinking
Bonds.
you was
Yeah.
thinking, but how
So
was it?
Matt Bonds off the inbound try to
Do that
make
little
Kobe
fake
flinch, you know what I'm saying? Make
pass.
him back up, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to punk Kobe, and Kobe just like just stood there. No emotions, no nothing. Like, I don't get you could have hit me with the ball in the
Yeah.
face, bro. Like I'm locked in. I think that's
Uh-huh.
my absolute favorite. Like when you talk about Kobe Bryant, you talk about the mama mentality. Like there was nobody, and I mean nobody more intense than Kobe. I mean, I want to
Mhm.
say Mike was intense, but Mike was a different type of intense. Like Mike was like, I'm gonna let majority of my play talk for me, but I'm gonna talk, my junk as it goes. But Kobe was just different. Like, how do you how do you like talk trash in a different language, bro?
Yeah, he was crazy. You want to learn different languages just to talk trash.
Just to talk trash, you have to learn a different language. I think that was crazy. That was crazy. But
Yeah.
you have any other moments that like that is up there with your one?
Because it's based on what the guy was gonna be, and they really shitted on him. But the dunk on Dwight Howard, he boomed on him early in his career before Dwight became truly who we thought he was gonna be.
Right.
And that moment was just so disrespectful because he put nuts on the back of his head. And there wasn't nothing Dwight could do about it. Like,
Nothing he could do
and it's
about
just
it.
like when you think about after that, Dwight becomes like defensive player of the year,
Mhm.
MVP talks, and all of that. Like Kobe was like, "Well, welcome to the league, my boy." Yeah.
I think my second favorite, my second like all time favorite is it gotta be when he dunked on old boy on the Spurs. It wasn't Bruce.
Bowens?
Was it Bowen? It
Oh,
might. I remember that playoff series because
oh,
that was the year that no was it Bruce? Was Bruce dead when Shaq was still on the Lakers when they went for that three-peat when he averaged like 29
I ain't gonna
that
lie.
whole
Don't make
playoff
me
series?
lie to you. I would assume so. I always think of what I think of Bruce Bowen. I think of him stepping into Kobe all the time. So,
It might have been
I would
Bruce.
expect him to be
It, it,
there.
it might have been Bruce, but I remember that dunk like it was yesterday, man. I mean, he just like
Not like
and
yesterday.
he
Maybe
was
maybe like a week ago
yeah,
because we don't even know who he done
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I
I'm pretty
don't
sure it was
know.
Bruce. I'm pretty sure it was Bruce. But
Uh,
man, I mean that when you talk about like eras, right? Like Mike had his era, Kobe never really had like his own era. Like his era, I mean, he had to share it almost. Tim Duncan,
yeah,
um, Shaquille O'Neal,
man,
and then you had everybody that came in after.
yeah.
So did he really have his own era? Or was it like a combination of him dominating but having really good players too?
No, I mean, obviously having good plays, but I don't think he ever truly, like you said, he never truly had his own era. Because at the end of the day, we always sit here and talk about if Kobe still with Shaq, they would have more rings.
Right.
But Shaq was so dominant that we would always still sit there and be like, well, Shaq was the best player on the team. So
True.
then he got Shaq, they split their ways and Kobe still won. Shaq still won.
Mhm.
Shows they're both dominance. But it's just like if they would have stood together, it's like it would have been that Shaq talk. But the fact that he would have, you don't know how much rings they would have had together. It probably would have been even more. It would have been crazy.
I think logistically, because back
So he
then
never really had it because of that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like the salary cap back then is a lot different than it is right now. So
Mhm.
when you look at it from that perspective, I mean, to continue to have talent, to continue to have people, I mean, it would have been crazy if you would have been able to keep Shaq and Kobe together. I mean, who knows? It could have been 6, 7 rings, and they would have been able to have that conversation where they was Scotty and Mike.
Mhm.
But instead, we only got 4 years with them,
Yeah.
4 or 5 years, and then that was it. And then on top of that, Kobe still could have won. After like the year that Shaq left, he still could have won that year.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's when the Spurs started coming into their own. What was that 2004? They started
Mhm. It's
coming
like
into
the
their own,
Spurs.
and then you had Phoenix. Then you had what 2004 was the LeBron draft. So now you have
Yeah.
Carmelo going to Denver. You got
So a lot of hype around all the young players now. Then it's just
yeah,
LeBron coming in. He was on a Sports Illustrated at high school. Like we
yup,
knew it was being passed on. Like the torch, obviously, we passed on from Jordan to Kobe, and then obviously from Kobe to LeBron.
right.
But it was just like those years between. If, like I said, if Kobe would have still with Shaq and they would have kept dominating and the Spurs never, did whatever they did and they got by with that, it would have been truly a Kobe era right there.
Nah, I agree. I agree.
And you know what I mean? Though Shaq would have been dominant, he still would have been had to talk about Kobe.
Speaking of just Kobe's era, right? I can't even say that there's a LeBron era either. You can't. You have to make that argument. If you can make the argument that there was never truly a Kobe era, you can make the argument that there was never truly a LeBron era. And what LeBron's been in the league for how long now?
It's
17
21
years,
now.
18,
It
20
ain't
years.
like 20 years, right? Yeah,
All right.
21
So yeah,
going on.
20. Yeah. I think he's going into his 20th year or his 21st year.
Yeah.
So you look at it from that microcosm. How many rings has he won? Yeah, he's broken records. He's amassed in the accolades, but how many rings has he won
Because
in
let's
those
answer.
21?
Is he up to 4 or 5? Because he had
He
2
has
with the
5. He
Heat.
has 5.
Yeah, with the
He has
Lakers.
5.
Yeah.
He has
Is he? Is
2.
it 5?
No, he has 4. He has 4. 2 with
That's
the
what I'm
2 with
thinking. 2 with the
2
Mavs,
with
the
2 with the Mavs,
Cavs,
1
and the
with the Cavs, and 1
Lakers.
with the Lakers. So he has 4. How many rings have been won at his expense? Steph has 5,
Dirk.
right? Steph has 5. Dirk has 1. Spurs have 1. So how many have been won at his expense? You know what I'm saying? So has it really truly been a LeBron era, or has LeBron, like Kobe, been in an era where he's been the best player in the league, but it's not truly his era? I mean, because look at it. You have,
I mean, the thing about it, like, you can't say it's not LeBron's era. The thing about it,
I mean, what I'm saying is you can
no, I
make the
know what you
argument.
mean. Based on the
I'm not
stats,
saying
if
that,
you talk
right.
about like with Kobe, how you compare it to Kobe, you compare it to other guys and things like that. Is it truly his era? The thing
Mhm.
about it is the fact that he's so polarizing and
Yeah.
around the world known, and it's just like Kobe's the same thing. Around the, nobody goes and throws a piece of paper in the garbage and scream LeBron.
Yeah, they're screaming Kobe. Well,
Yeah,
nowadays
so
they're
it's
screaming
like
Steph.
now it's stuff. Yeah, so
Now
it's
it's Steph.
like,
But yeah,
you know. But LeBron has been so dominant, so polarized, and such a face of the league. It's just like you can't not call it a LeBron era, despite how I feel. Not even how I feel, how a lot of people feel. Like, yo, what about Steph? Show us some Steph love. But it's just like,
what I will say, I'll say this: I don't like the error talks, because I think that
yeah,
when you're saying the errors, you have to say it in an era where it's like, okay, the 80s, that was an error. The 90s, that was an error. The 2000s, that was an error. The 2010s, etc. What I will say is, like, because the league is player driven, right?
yeah,
So when it
that's.
comes to that, you have to, every year it's that player's year. That's what I'll say it like that. So like the year
I
that
hear what
KD
you're
won the
saying, but
MVP is KD's year.
yeah. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but that's an MVP era. Like, all right, cool. And it's just like we're gonna talk to MVPs, but at the end of the day, now we're gonna sit there and say Steve Nash had an era.
I mean,
And how we
you
gonna
can
feel? How
argue
they
that
how they
point.
gonna feel
You
about
can
that
argue
though?
that point
Because
though.
people
You
are
can
sitting there
argue.
talking about that was Kobe's, and they like, yo, can we
I mean, but
truly
look,
say
you can
that it's a
argue
Nash
that point
era?
though.
Nobody would ever say it was a Nash era.
I mean,
They'll say it
nobody
was a
will.
7 seconds or less era.
True,
But they want to say
very
it
true.
was just a Nash. It was led by Nash, but they will think of 7 seconds or less before we think of Nash. And we'll be like, all right, he was the leader because he passed the ball. Fantastic. But I think of seven
Very true.
seconds or less before I even, then Nash pops in my head.
So will you say that
I
right
always say
now?
that I think is eras are more so defined by the battle. And I say
Okay,
that because you got even when you think of the 80s and stuff like that, you think of Magic versus Bird.
Bird.
So
Right.
when you think of LeBron, you gotta think of Steph at the end of the
You got to
day.
think of
Because
Steph. You got to think
these
of
two,
KD. You got to think of Kawhi. I mean, that's
I
because
don't
he's
even throw
battled.
names, but I understand he battled with those people. But the battle that we think about the most when we think about
Is
LeBron
is Steph
is
versus
Steph.
LeBron?
So it's like
Yeah.
these errors always go. When you think of Jordan, you think of the bad boy Pistons. He had to go through them.
Yeah. He had to get over the hump
It's
before he could.
always, yeah, it's
Right.
always, even when you think of it, it's always a battle with somebody to get there. So I
So,
think the errors need to be based on the battles
based on
as
the rival,
opposed to
so what's the rival
yeah.
right now? What would you name
I
the
ain't,
biggest, like
I ain't gonna lie, it's the
Jordan,
end.
Pistons,
But the thing
Bird,
about this right
Magic?
here
What's the
is that this is the end of this Steph LeBron era. So it's like right now it's transitioning over, and we got to figure that out. We've been sitting here trying to
yeah,
find
okay.
that. We've been looking at Zion. Zion's been hurt. We now Wemby comes in. Now it's supposed to be the Wemby era. Now we gotta sit there and let it.
Let it
It
build.
gotta
Yeah,
come.
because I
This
mean,
one's gotta
because
come because we've been
you
looking for
you
this
can make
all
the
the
case
time.
that it's right now it's Celtics versus Philly. You can make the case in the Eastern Conference. You can make the case that it's with Giannis in the mix. You can make that case.
Yeah.
Giannis and you know the Bucks versus the Celtics, Celtics versus, I mean, because I mean the talent that the Celtics have, Celtics are trending in that direction. You have Tatum, who's a rising star. You have his cohort, his partner in crime, and Jaylen Brown, who just got the max. These two guys, they're in their tandem, right? That's the new Clay and Steph in the Eastern Conference. Not to the point of them shooting, but you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean.
But
the duo,
right. So if we're going in that direction, we're going in that era. What's to say that the Celtics are not that team in the East where like LeBron had to go through.
I ain't gonna
Jordan
lie.
had to go through.
I think right now I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. We talk about if we talk about an era right now, I think this era right now, the truth be told, I said I don't know. But the truth is, this is kind of an international era where we gotta keep it a stack. America's gotta fight for this because now it's so many foreign players who's dominating.
Yeah, Luka
truly dominating, not coming in and being roles, but people coming in and dominating.
Jokic,
and now you got to think about the homegrown that AAUs. This is the AAU boys who really got to sit there and be like, "Yo, nah, America, we got to be the best." And it's not no international versus that. Even though we see on social like, "Oh, that would be a cool all-star," but it's truly what is happening.
I mean, when you look at it though, I mean, basketball is one of the most popular. I mean, it's right next to soccer. It's one of the most popular outside of America. Everybody wants to be Steph. They want to be Jokic. They want to be Giannis. They want to be the next. I mean, you look at Wemby. I mean, Wemby was what? And Luka. They was playing professional ball, professional overseas at like 12, 13 years old. So when you look at it from that aspect, I mean, I agree. If we had to define this era as any era going into it, it probably will be an international era because you have a lot of French and Slovakian and Greek guys coming into the league and just
you can have named before they even came here. Imagine putting Wembanyama in front of my face. I'd have a Wemba who? A Wendy's?
you know, these guys are known at like 13, 14 years old. They're phenoms.
Yeah,
Luka, there was projecting Luka to be the next Magic when he was only like 12, 13 years old. So you could imagine these guys that's coming from overseas and they're growing up idolizing people like Kobe, people like LeBron, people like Steph, and they want to be just like them. And what they do, they come into the league and they carve a name out for themselves. Giannis, Jokic. I mean, Jokic is probably like the weirdest center in the whole world because who would think, with as much skill as he has, who would think that a center like that could win? You know what I'm saying?
It could abuse some of these people. Like,
it's crazy.
Like
it's
abusing
crazy.
AD in a Western Conference
Finals. I say it all the time. Jokic is a way more skilled Pau Gasol. Think about it. Their games complement each other.
Yeah, I can see it. It just more modern average. So yeah,
he's just more skilled. Pau was amazing. Pau was fire, especially next to 2-4.
Yeah.
But imagine Jokic next to 2-4. Yo, bro, Kobe would have fun. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, that was. Kobe, we're gonna get on to the next one because this is what I really wanted to talk about. Because we really didn't get to talk about this. You know, I told you I was gonna save it for the pod, but we're here. And
yes.
First of all, I want to hear your take. Before I was
waiting to hear you. That's how real it was.
So look,
like, oh, he's gonna have this shit down.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why I do not like it. The first reason why I don't like it is because as much as I know it'll bring in money, and they lost a lot of money with the China thing and whole bunch of stuff that they're trying to gain back the revenue, gain back viewership and stuff like that. I get it, but we're talking about professional basketball players. This is not some with college basketball. They could do stuff like this because a lot of the stuff is not like, once they go into the playoffs, March Madness and stuff like that, none of that stuff really matters because it's not tracked that way. And then on top of that, their tournaments are played majorly in their their conference. Big Ten is playing Big Ten, Big East is playing Big East, and SEC is playing SEC. It's not interconnected. This is interconnected. This is the Eastern Conference playing everybody in the Eastern Conference, or then we're gonna get down to the Western Conference, and it's weird how it breaks down. And I may be trashing it right now, and it may turn out fire. I don't know, but on paper, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Second reason, when you introduce a in-tournament thing, like, first of all, they're saying stuff like certain stats is not going to count. I could justify stats counting. I could justify the tournament if it actually went towards the schedule. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you schedule it in. So, NBA makes their schedule, weekly, yearly, whatever, right? And you schedule the tournament into what you're doing, right? So, boom, Knicks is already going to play the Heat. We're going to do this in the tournament, but we're going to put this in a little bubble, in a microcosm, but we're going to play this in Vegas. Cool. I'm all good with that. It's not like that. It's like or maybe it is. I don't know. It's just mad weird how it is. How it is. I don't even want to argue it. I'm not gonna argue that aspect because I really don't know that aspect. Okay, so number 3 is it's just dumb. it's just dumb. Look, because look, the reason why I say it's dumb is because when you have, bro, like, we're already playing season games. First of all, a lot of these players nowadays, they don't even want to play 82 games in a season, and you're telling them that you're literally going to put them in a bubble, and because literally it's a bubble. Everybody's going to be playing in Vegas, or the championship is in Vegas, but they're going to be playing in different cities and stuff like that for the tournament. So I get it. Fans that don't normally get to come and see a game, especially seeing players and teams that they normally don't get to see, is going to be in their city. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. I'm all for fans and interaction and the players and stuff like that. But what are we doing at the end of the day? Because it just doesn't make sense. It would make sense for college. It makes sense for like, not professional. You don't see. Imagine NFL just like, you know what? Middle of the season, everybody gonna have a bye, and we're just gonna have a tournament in the middle of the season. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. There's already a tournament, and it's called the playoffs.
Yeah.
Period. It just doesn't make sense to me.
It's like you said. The structure of the tournament anyway is most of the games. Mm-hmm. Most of the games that's the tournament games are actually in the season, just like you said, like throughout the season. It's only 2 games, which is the 4 teams that go there.
Right.
They play each other, and then the next 2 play each other. Yeah.
The next 2. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So it's not like it's gonna be completely.
So basically, it's basically like, all right, so we're gonna play these games, regular season games, and then the 4 top teams will go to Vegas.
Through that time, through that week or 2. It's like a week or 2 that they have those games are called those tournament games, and then whoever has the best seeds out of those actually get pulled out, and then they go to Vegas and have their tournament.
And those stats won't be
weekend.
And that's the thing that bothers me, because you're technically adding on games to them, though. Think about it, though.
Yeah,
if I'm a team, I'm a tank. I don't want to play extra games throughout the season.
The thing about it that I'm saying here, like, it is kind of foolish, but at the same time, it's like, all right, cool. They need to put a better prize for it, because it's a cash prize. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. If you're a player and you're gonna make it there, you win those games. It's like it's an incentive for the other I'm gonna keep it a stack. The people who's not getting paid as much. That's who the money should really go to. The people who's not getting paid that much. The those 7 to 12, 7 to 15 on the bench. The two-way guys. Let's give them a little extra check. So I ain't mad at that part. That's what I think about it as. Plays
Okay.
better, y'all better hook them up. And then I think at the end of the day, the only teams that's truly gonna go hard for it
Or the teams
is
that are
gonna
not
be
going
the
to make
teams
it to the
that's
playoffs.
low. Yeah, it's gonna be the teams that's gonna do that, and that would actually be better because I don't like you said,
Yeah, I
players
mean
don't want
it'll
to
be
play
like a
82 games.
yeah.
So
Nobody
now
wants to
like
play 80.
playing two more
You're adding
games,
on. You're
and then
adding
the
on
stats
84
that
games.
don't count to my
Right.
career. It's already like, and then you already got the play-in that don't count. So now it's like before I even get to the playoffs, I gotta play in the play-in. So I don't know. I think it's good, like as far because the reason I say it's good because we felt the same way about the play-in.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna sit there and bash it. I'm gonna be like, yo,
And the
until
play was alright. The play is
the
good.
play-in
I
turned out
actually
to
like
be
the play. Yeah.
fantastic.
The
So it's
play
like
is
this mid-season. I don't think the first one's gonna be good, but once they reiterate it and they
and they
go through
figure
their
stuff out.
phases, it's gonna be something. Because now it's gonna be another all-star type of weekend type of thing. Because you already know all-star weekend, even though it's not as good as it used to, it's trash. It's a lot of people still show
It,
up, and
well,
then it's a push.
here's my argument. Here's my
Go ahead.
argument that we should get rid of the All-Star tournament and just have this because what really is All-Star weekend? I mean, they don't really play like that. They're trying to make it competitive, and
Yeah,
I just and if you're gonna do an All-Star weekend and you're gonna do it, bro, bring back the jerseys. Why can't we? I
yeah.
want the '90s where everybody is wearing their own jerseys.
But the
I
thing
think
about it,
that's
the All
fire.
Star, yeah, I think it bring like that. But the All Star Weekend is also a tradition. It's honestly like playing 82 games. That's why they don't be really wanting to cut those 82 games because it's like you stats accumulated throughout a career. Things it's been like that since damn near the beginning,
Right.
and they don't want to
I'm
cut
not
it
mad
for
at the
that.
All-Star game. I'm not mad at the
But
All-Star game. I just
yeah,
want
but
them
I see what you're saying. If
want them
they,
to bring back their own jerseys. That's it.
yeah,
I think if they bring back their own jerseys and they go back to the format that it used to be, and they actually have like incentives. Hey, you, whoever wins gets home field advantage, and like in baseball, if you win the All-Star game, you get home field throughout the finals, not the playoffs, the finals.
yeah. Oh, yeah, but still, that's still tough though, because it's like at the end of the day,
Makes you want
say
to
if
play
you
though.
are, but if you are the number one seed, if you are the highest seed throughout the year, you mean I worked throughout the year? I had my bench doing what they had to do. I had my
You-
coach making the right adjustments, getting us to 60 wins, and I get
Listen,
to the finals
if it
and I
works
can't win.
if it works for baseball, I think it could work for basketball. That's the way I look at it. If it works for base, because you think about it like this, NFL don't even really truly have a home field advantage. They're not even playing in their own stadium for a championship game. The Super Bowl's not played in like if the Jets
Yeah,
make it to the Super Bowl, they're not gonna play at MetLife. You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's
So,
but we know how the home court versus away is. We know that's a true advantage.
but wouldn't it make it more competitive? Especially if you know, for instance, LeBron going way harder in the All-Star game because he knows that, hey, I'm going to the playoffs and I want home field advantage. You don't think that's gonna be a competitive edge?
Imagine LeBron going hard. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, 21.
All right,
Imagine
you
them
got it.
going hard in the All-Star game, bro. Like they just get the
You got it.
win. Like they go hard for the last, few just to get the win, but they really don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
And it's
They
just
don't
like
care.
I don't know. I just feel like it would be like disrespectful for the
All right.
All-Star. You know what I mean?
So
For a team who
so
won.
no, I
Go
agree.
ahead.
I agree because I think it's I ain't even gonna lie. I know I brought it
'Cause
up, but it's stupid in baseball too.
yeah,
I ain't gonna
because
lie. It's
because the
just
thing
stupid.
about
Like
it,
I
like
have the number one record. Why am I here for game one? Like I
yeah,
get it. I get it.
I'm gonna keep it a stat too. It's like nobody because of this ring talk, nobody even truly cares for the regular season.
Yeah, they want to get to
So
the playoffs.
now if the
I need to win
All-Star
enough
is
games to get to the playoffs.
Now, yeah, but now if imagine an all-star being the reason that you actually get home court.
I get it.
Come
I agree.
on, you gonna play to the all-star game break basically, and then after that, it's like, yo, I got home court. Y'all just let's get us, coast us to wins, and try to
All right.
rest. It's gonna be
All
even
right.
worse at
Yeah.
the end.
That's I didn't think about it from that perspective. All right. So final word. The league tournament, good or bad? For now, your honest opinion right now. Good or bad?
Look, I'm gonna go with good.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bash it. You got to give it at least 2 to 3 years. I think
2
this
to
one is not
3.
gonna. Yeah. I think this one is more gonna be like a 2 to 3 before you really, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the
Right.
day, the playing is more toward a playoff spot. So it's like, that's why it turned up so fast. This one is just more money. Like it depends on what they do with it in the next few years, how it's really
Right.
gonna be. Because if it become a bottom feeding event, whereas you got Charlotte going against each other, Charlotte and Detroit. Well, I would think Detroit gonna be good, but it would be fun to watch. But no, nobody's gonna sit there and go to Vegas just to watch them play.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Okay. For now, I'm with you. It's let's see.
Just say no, it's stupid. I'm with you. No,
I
it's
mean, no,
stupid. But
no,
we're
it
gonna
is
see.
stupid. But I want to see. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Like I want to see how it plays out. Let's see how it
You
goes,
see, I
and
got him on the
then.
dark side, baby.
All right. Should Lonzo just retire? Should he just hang it up? Should he just
Bro,
call it a career?
that's tough. You know, the thing about it, he can't just call it a career simply because there was so much hype around him. You got Magic saying he was gonna have his name in the rafters of the Lakers, which you know that's not gonna happen. And then he showed exceptional promise anytime he's out there.
Yep.
Anytime he's out there, he elevates the team actually. Because he gets them moving in a good pace. He's the actual ball handler who wants to get people involved, who just doesn't look to score. And then his 3-point shot has become fantastic. It's just he ain't got no cartilage in his knee anymore. Like it's tough. You're not gonna run up and down the, like Stephen A said. You ain't gonna run up and down the court. You can get up out of the chair, but running up and down the court, it's different.
You know, it's crazy that this is happening to him while he's in Chicago.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if I could compare him to another all-star Bulls point guard, I mean, Derrick Rose arguably could have been one of the greatest point guards. I mean, before there was a Steph, before there was a Westbrook, there was a Derrick Rose,
Mhm.
youngest MVP ever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, I mean, when you look at it from that perspective, it just sucks that Lonzo was on the Bulls while this is happening. You know what I'm saying? Is it like is the court cursed for like all-star point guards and stuff like that? Like, what is going on? I don't think that he should retire, so to speak. But I mean, it's tough, bro. You look at players like Brandon Roy, right?
Yeah.
Careers cut short, or not even really fully cut short because Derrick Rose is still playing, but Brandon Roy is out the league, and Brandon Roy was amazing.
He was special,
and injuries just cut that. I mean, Greg Oden. You look at players like this that has crazy potential. The ceiling is through the roof, and they just can't do anything because of injuries. Lonzo is technically in this boat right now. I mean, he's on this ship with these guys. Like, do you walk the plank or do you hang on a little bit and try to salvage something? It's tough.
Yeah, I need you to step away.
No, I can't. This is live. Laura, go talk to Laura. Go talk to Laura. But dang, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I mean, you look at you look at Lonzo right now, and it's tough because I think Lonzo was a fantastic player. I think him and LaMelo are really good players. You know what I'm saying? And
You gotta step away.
yo, get out my room. Get out. I'm in the middle of a podcast and you're interrupting me. No, go wake up. No, go wake up.
Yeah, I think it's crazy because, like I said, Lonzo has that potential
Gotta
to
edit that.
truly elevate. He has
It's
a
live. I
truth that
can't even edit it.
elevate a team, bro, and to be one of those pieces that truly can make you a championship team. So for him,
Yeah.
yeah,
tough.
it's crazy.
It's tough.
Yeah, he's
It's
gonna
tough.
go
I feel
down.
bad for
He's
him,
gonna,
man.
yeah, he's definitely going down into the what if category if he doesn't come back and truly get that form.
So staying on the Bulls, do they blow it up?
Oh man, I mean, the thing about it, I don't know what you're gonna get out there. Like, who are you gonna trade him to get those assets that you truly need? Like, I gotta know what those trades is. I gotta really look into that.
I mean,
But
with the new collective bargaining, I mean, it's hard to trade players right now.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't get those assets. If you would have did this before the season, sure. But right now, it's gonna be tough to get the assets that you truly want. The way the market had went, you looking at that, you're like, you're not gonna get that. So it's like, damn. But you got to get rid of somebody. Something's got to happen because the Bulls is stuck in purgatory where they're not bad, but they just not good enough to win. But they have good pieces.
I can't even say like they're fringe playoff contenders because they don't have anybody other than Levine, really. I mean, realistically.
DeRozan? What do you mean?
I mean,
DeRozan,
but DeRozan is not moving the needle enough for them to be true contenders.
He doesn't.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, Lonzo there with DeRozan and Levine, yeah. Now it's interesting. Now we could, you know what I'm saying? We could kind of talk about them being fringe playoff teams. Maybe, you know, maybe make some noise in the play-in or even a high enough seed where they can make noise in the regular playoffs. Right now, as it stands, there's no faith. They don't have a point guard. They don't have anybody to steer this team. They don't have anybody to move them in the direction that they want to move in. You could try to mask it and get like a, you know, if they were smart, they would have picked up Fred VanVleet. You know, he was available. They could have overpaid for his services. I mean, sure enough, Houston did. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, like, you know, as an organization, what your players are going through. You know what they're saying, what they're going. You know that Lonzo was not going to be available for you, regardless if he wouldn't have been available. If you thought that maybe he wouldn't have been available for me for the first half of the season, second half he would have came back, got back in form, we would have made a push for the playoffs. Okay, at what point during the offseason do you see that this is not going to be the way that I think it is going to be, and we need to do something serious enough so that we could compete?
I mean, for them, I don't think it was a point because, you know, he was probably getting up and out of chairs for them this whole off seasons too. So, you know, they had hope. You know, he was doing a chair test for the GMs at the Bulls, Lonzo, the whole time. So they had faith in him. But shoot, like you said, I would have sold. You could call me what you want to sell out of the, but even Bulls
I'm
fans
selling.
know,
I'm selling right now.
Nowhere.
Get what you can get for DeRozan, even second round pick, maybe a player that's their contract is expiring. Get whatever you could get out of Levine, because I guarantee even if you can't get a first, you could get a couple of seconds and you could get a couple of players with their contracts expiring and go into the draft. Yeah, you have
somebody that took Caruso off your hands. Everybody loved Caruso.
If I'm the Bulls, I'm taking notes from OKC.
Yeah,
sell now while you can.
Utah.
Yeah, Utah, the Detroit. Sell now so that your value rises in stock through the draft.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of teams right now, GMs, owners, they're looking at Golden State's success. Their success came from the draft. It's not from playing free agency and going after the big names and trying to build a small contender around a huge name, because that's literally all you can do right now. Go through the draft, build yourself up, understand that you're not going to win now, but you could win 3-4 years down the line.
Yeah.
Memphis is literally is the blueprint, because they did everything that Golden State did, and they're not going after marquee, free agents. They're getting the guys that, because they already have their guys through the draft, and they're gonna build around them. We got JJJ, defensive player of the year. We got him. We got our point guard for the future, hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah. But you look at Memphis. Memphis has followed that blueprint. Detroit is right behind them. OKC OKC still has picks in a pocket that they could just literally do whatever with. And Utah right now, Donovan's out. Okay, what can we get in return? First of all, the whole Rudy Gobert trade was a fleece.
Yeah, ain't nobody like it from the start.
And then I want to say that they fleeced the Cavs, but look at what the Cavs had to give up. Wasn't really much, but I wouldn't have gave up Laurie. You've been really high on Laurie. Really high on Laurie. And imagine Laurie with Donovan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you look at these teams right now. The teams that are trending in the right direction are doing. Spurs. Spurs is always going to be in the conversation because of how their organization is run, how they value draft picks, how they value developing these young guys. Golden State really made a blueprint where you don't have to go after. Aside from the KD signing, that was an anomaly. They just had the money because of Steph.
It just happened,
right?
Because of the ankles,
right? But when you look at it from a microcosm, Golden State created a blueprint that is literally stomping on the blueprint that LeBron had created when he went to Miami. Yeah. That KG created when he went to Boston. The big three, the super teams. That's not really a thing now. Now it's we're gonna build our big three homegrown. Everything is gonna come in house. We're gonna draft them and we're gonna develop
Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray, Jokic, Michael Porter
Jr.,
so you look at these teams, they're trending in the right directions because of how they're being built, and Golden State really provided that blueprint. Bulls need to understand that, look, this is your window. Get rid of these guys. I get it. They want to compete. They want to make money. They want to be on national television games. It's not going to happen right now. You don't have Lonzo.
Nope.
It's not going to happen. LaVine is not going to keep y'all afloat. LaVine and DeRozan is not going to win you 40 games. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Without a competent point guard moving the ball.
Yeah. And even Caruso been hurt too. Like, they just have it. Man.
They have bad luck over there, man.
That's all it is. It's something on the floors.
I'm telling you, man. Let's go on to another team that should blow it all up.
Jeez.
Philly.
Hey.
What do you think Harden's going? Is Harden gonna get traded?
Not anytime soon. I don't think anytime, because we seen the saga already. It's like, who's the other guy? Maxey. Maxey said it best. He said, "We've been through this before."
They
haven't been through this. They dealt with it with Ben Simmons, and they came out on the other side technically better. Like, they truly came out better. and they waited it out till they got the right offer that they felt was right for them. They let the league go ahead and be like, yo, let me see what disgruntled superstars out there who truly want to change. They waited, and Harden was it. And he was a perfect fit. He led the league in assists. He looked good next to Joel Embiid. All they had to do was figure out their game together to overcome their deficits in the playoff, which they didn't. Which you would think, oh, we get another year at it, we make it happen. But Daryl Morey's a liar.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is had they waited, they may have been able to get Harden tax-free, no trade, and maybe have gotten KD. Think about it. You'd have traded for KD instead. KD was already disgruntled. Both of them was upset about the Kyrie situation. Kyrie not getting vaccinated, all that, could only play at home games. Everybody in that whole organization from top all the way down to the towel boy was upset with Kyrie. But Kyrie is Kyrie. Kyrie's he's an enigma. He doesn't care. He's gonna move by the beat of his own drum. He's gonna do what he got to do, but he's still a fantastic player when he's on the court. But the thing is, in order to be a fantastic player, you gotta be on the court. Best ability is availability. He wasn't available for half the games.
Yeah.
So if I was KD, I'd be upset too. If I was Harden, I'd be upset too. We have a real chance. I mean, their record, all three of them together, when they was on the court, there was like 13-1 or something like that.
Yeah, something stupid. What was it? Like 13-2, something like that.
Yeah, something
they
crazy.
Lose.
So
they don't lose till they together.
And that's just a microcosm. That's just like a taste of what the league was. I mean, because everybody, Stephen A, every single expert analysis had the Nets going to the finals 3 years in a row while they was all together. 2-3 years in a row, right? Because of them three together, because of what they did while they was on the court together. It was dynamic. I mean, arguably they could have been better than the Warriors had they been able to actually play together. COVID happened. Kyrie ain't want to get vaccinated. Harden ends up shipping himself out to Philly. Philly was already trying to get rid of Ben Simmons. Okay, cool. It's an even exchange, honestly. Now you're in Philly and you're dealing with not only a disgruntled player, but you're dealing with a disgruntled fan base. And you know how hard it is to be a GM or owner when your fans hate you right now because your player wants to leave? It already happened with Ben Simmons, and Maxey is correct. But the thing is, it's like, where do we send Harden? You're talking about an all-star players is going to come, and your asking price is it's crazy.
Let me just chime in too before you even finish that. Keep what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But Harden's contract, the way it's set up, is the next team that gets him can't even re-sign him.
And that makes it even
just because of that all the trade stuff that's been going on with him.
Well, and but that also
literally a free agent.
And that also falls into the new collective bargaining. Honestly, the collective bargaining works in tandem with the owners too, because you think about the collective bargaining. I send a player that doesn't want to be with my team anymore, that demands a trade. I send him away. He doesn't show up. He's getting hit with fines. He's getting hit. That money comes. Yeah. Whatever money you was getting, you ain't getting no more.
You know, the league had to try to take some power back, man. It was the players' league for way too long.
But the players still got a little bit of power because they can still demand that trade. And now they're picking a destination where they want to go. Because before it wasn't like that. They wasn't picking destinations. Unless you had a no trade clause where you could waive. Yeah. Right now, players are picking their destination. I want to go here. I don't care. I don't care. I don't have a no trade clause, but guess what? They're gonna give me. I'm gonna be disgruntled. Yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play because I'm required to through the CBA.
Yeah,
that's why I think if Dame don't go to Miami, same situation with Harden.
Yeah,
which is also our next topic. But sticking on both of them, Dame and Harden don't go to their preferred destinations. it's bad for everybody involved. It's bad for the fan base because they're losing a star player. They don't know what they're gonna get back. It's bad for the owners because they're gonna probably have to give up more than what they want to in order to get this player here. And then it's bad for the player because the player might not go to the destination that they exactly want to go to. Dame, I don't think Dame's going to Miami. That trade is not going to happen.
Bruh, I swear.
That trade is not going to happen. Dame is going to have to accept that he's going to go to some place like Houston, Detroit. I don't want to like, shit on these cities or whatever.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's a real possibility.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the same situation, just somewhere else.
He's gonna be in the same situation, and his contract. What he still has? What 2-3 years on his contract? So he has to play out this year, then play out the next year, then hopefully get the free agency and still be at the level that he's already in his 30s. You're asking a player who's never won a ring, who wants to taste what the playoffs feel like in the conference championship, to try to get to the finals because he's never even been to a conference championship. So you're asking a player to trust you. How?
Yeah, I don't know. The Dame situation, it's the loyalty. This stuff should have been done a while ago. I understand being loyal, but
he should have got traded last year.
He should have got traded last year, but I understand being loyal. But it's just like anybody have been saying from the beginning of basketball to the end of basketball's time, it's always going to be basketball as a business. And it's like these teams, Portland was loyal to you because they knew you was going to be here.
Yep. Give you the max.
And they give you the max, and they was going to try to actually build around you, even though they was incompetent. You was still like, all right, cool, I'm going to keep giving you that chance. I'm going to keep giving you that chance. But how many times you got to get punched in your face by your ex to know that it's a bad person?
How long do you have to stay in a toxic relationship to realize it's toxic?
It's not gonna work. So it's like you just waited too long. You wasted a lot of your prime years, and now you out on the market.
And how much prime do you really have left?
Exactly. What teams are just like, all right, cool. I've seen, just like we said earlier, I've seen what Golden State's been doing. I've seen what all these teams have been doing, building. I'm just gonna build. Like, let's just do it the right way and make it work.
When Portland traded what's his face, the shooting guard, what's his name?
CJ McCollum.
Yeah, when they traded McCollum to the Pelicans, they should have traded Lillard at that point in time too.
Yep.
Blow it up at that point, because you don't trust that CJ McCollum as the number 2 could be the best option next to Dame, but you didn't bring anybody in worth value to be the number 2 next to Dame. There's never been, other than CJ McCollum, there's never been another option.
Like Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant had terrific seasons in Portland, but you're talking about empty stats on a team that's not even touching the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a role play. He's a good guy to help get you there.
Yeah, I mean, but he's not.
You know what I mean? But he can help get you there when you have a team already.
I'm not banking.
I'm not gonna be using him as my second or third guy. He's gonna be the 4th or 5th.
Yeah, he's gonna be maybe a 6th.
Yeah, exactly. Like
it's Jeremy Grant. It's Jeremy Grant. Nobody in their right mind is like Jeremy Grant's gonna be a second or third option.
No.
He goes. Put it this way: he goes to the Lakers. He's going to be a 6th, 7th option at best. At best.
He's gonna be a good rotation piece.
He goes to Boston. He's gonna be a 5th option. I might even give him 4th. I'll give him a 4th. I'll give him a 4th option in Boston.
I don't even give him that.
He goes to Philly. He might not even see the floor in Philly, other than maybe to come in for Embiid, because He's not coming in for Tobias. Who's coming in after Tobias? He might come in for Tobias.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody
he
hates
would
Tobias.
be the perfect. Yeah, he would be the perfect.
He might be a
replacement.
perfect fit
At least,
in Philly.
yeah, he would because he would at least play defense and everything.
Right. But
That's
even
when
in
he'll
New York,
bring some of that.
send him to New York. He's not gonna be no 5th or 6th option. First of all, because Randall's like option 4 through 5. Starting at 1, he's option 1 through 5. Like we gotta talk to Tibbs. But what I'm saying is, it's like when you traded McCollum, you should have traded Lillard. Give him the opportunity because they blow it up at that point. You're already trading your best option. You don't have another option to sit next to. We thought that your boy, the boy from Toronto that came in.
Toronto.
The shooting guard.
Oh, my boy Scotty.
Shooting guard point. Yeah. No. In Portland. The shooting guard.
What's his face?
One that they brought in from Chicago, from Toronto. Your boy
from Toronto.
The trade that brought him in from Toronto. Not the other kid. I know who you talking about, the point guard, because that's who they really should build around right now. He's young. Dang, man.
I'm lost at who you saw. Oh, you talking about? You know what? You talking about Shannon Sharp's kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boy. But you said Toronto. I'm thinking a trade from Toronto. Yeah, he's from Toronto. Yeah,
he's from Toronto.
Canada.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
that's my boy. Yeah, what's that happening?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You have every opportunity,
bro.
They blow it up, build through the draft, get your draft picks up,
bro,
and move forward.
Because
let them go.
The thing about it is, they could have been this bad, and they would have been this bad. And they would have got the same pick, and now they wouldn't have to deal with the Dame stuff. You would have still came off with your second round pick.
Yep.
And now you wouldn't have to deal with it. You would have had some more picks in this draft.
Not only that, they doubled down on Nurkic.
Oh, yeah.
They doubled down on him.
Nurkic, and then even Jeremy Grant. Like
they doubled down.
Money. Like
my thing is, it's like your best roster was when Melo was there. Melo was coming off the bench. That was their best roster. That was their best roster. That was your window.
Yeah, and
couldn't get out. Right, you couldn't get out the first round.
Window.
You couldn't get out the first round. Next season, Melo leaves. You still had CJ McCollum. I think they still made it to the playoffs. Didn't get out the first round. They ended up trading CJ McCollum. At that point in time, should have traded Dame too. And Dame is dumb because I think that was the year that he signed his max.
Yeah, but come on. I'm gonna keep it a stack. That max stuff.
The money's cool.
Bait.
But Dame,
what it is. Like,
look, Dame already had the endorsements. He was just loyal to Portland. And my thing is, it's like, cool. You want to be loyal to a fan base, because he said it. I think that year when he signed the max, he said that he didn't want to go anywhere because he felt that winning a ring with the team that drafted him meant everything to him. That he wanted to be drafted in his career. He wanted to be like Kobe. Start your career here, end your career here. I get all that. Your legacy is defined by rings. Sorry to say it. Legacy is defined by rings. It is. How many times have you been to the championship? How many times have you won? What was your stats? Did you get MVP? That's what your legacy is going to be on, because when Dame leaves the league, Dame is going to be an afterthought.
Yeah.
He is.
He'll be the second best, one of the second best shooters, and that's it.
That's it. That's it. You're going to be, because let's keep it a buck. Let's fast forward to 10 years from now, right? All of them are out the league. Steph, LeBron, KD, everybody's out the league, right?
My boy Sensi
is talking about Dame. We're talking about Steph. The impact he's had on the game. Everybody wants to come in the league. They're not saying it's Dame time. They're not. They're not. Like let's.
They out here cooking. They out here cooking and chefing shit up. They They ain't
I'm
looking at
hitting
their watch.
logo shots, and mind you, it's logo Dame. Dame can hit those shots too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the second
Anywhere
best
Steph can
shooter.
hit, Dame can hit too. But nobody's gonna be talking about Dame. Period. And
Yeah,
it sucks. I feel bad for Dame. Get out while you still can. He should have got out 3 years ago.
yeah, it should have been out.
Should have been out.
But hey, they had him in a chokehold. And just like he always said, that video game mentality for him, because he grew up playing 2K.
Mhm.
And that's literally where his mindset came from, bro. I was watching the interview. He said playing 2K, he just picked the team it would happen to be Weber State that he went to, that he picked in the 2K or one of the college NCAA games, got his guy right, and he won a championship. Huh?
Did he transform over to live? It's okay.
He won a champion. Yeah, he won a championship, and he was like, "Yo, that's just what his inspiration. Like, y'all just want to be with his one team, be up and win a championship."
It's not gonna happen in Portland,
and it's not, bro. Like I
not gonna happen in
understand the
Portland.
sentiment, but it's just not gonna happen.
I admire it, but not every franchise that you get drafted to is going to be the franchise you want to ring with.
Nope.
It's just not gonna happen.
Because it's factors everywhere. You could be that best player. We could look at you and be like, damn, you one of the best players in the league. But at the end of the day, the front office gotta help you.
Yep.
And if they're not competent, you gotta see that. You gotta be out.
Look at Shaq. Shaq was drafted by the Magic. He didn't win a ring where he was drafted at.
Nope.
He got he asked his way out. He got traded. He went to the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And when random things over there.
And nobody look at Shaq and be like, yo,
crazy.
He's not. No, we still think of him as most dominant center in the world.
Exactly. Bro, you could KD. Yeah, everybody talks they drunk on KD, but at the end of the day, KD, everywhere he goes, he's a winner. Everywhere he goes, he's a winner. Like you can't talk bad about KD. Put his stats up against anybody. He got two of them things and 2 MVPs to boast about that. And then on top of that, league MVP. Come on, bro. Like you want to be talked about with the greats. You want to be next to Steph. You have to leave Portland, bro. I'm sorry. Steph just got fortunate that they did it the right way and built through the draft, and Steph just was in.
I said, the front office thing.
Yeah, it's the front office because think about it though. Steph could have been the Knicks.
Yep.
And the Knicks was gonna draft him.
And I don't think Steph would have had the.
Steph wouldn't have.
Steph would have never. Steph would have been Steph.
Steph would have been Steph, bro.
Steph would have had office.
Steph, bro. It would have been crazy. It would have been crazy. And by the time, because who was the coach at that time? Who was the coach with the Knicks at that time? Because I know D'Antoni came later.
Hey, you got me because I know. Yeah, D'Antoni wasn't he with?
D'Antoni came later.
He was with Melo. He was with Melo.
It was Mike Woodson. But it was before that. Who was before Mike Woodson?
I don't know, but I know Steph would have been Steph.
You wouldn't have been Steph, bro. You wouldn't have been
that front office. Oh,
no, Dolan. I don't know. He might have still been Steph because Dolan would have traded him. Dolan would have traded him.
So this one can't stay healthy. Oh, he's out here.
I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. Dolan would have either traded him or not re-signed him. And Steph would have still been Steph. You just wouldn't have been in a Golden State uniform. But yeah, if I'm Dame, I'm not going to Miami. I'm not. We're talking about trade destinations. I'm not going to Miami. I know he wants to go to Miami, and I know why he wants to go to Miami. But he goes to Miami. They're going. First of all, they already lost so many pieces through the offseason, through free agency. They lost so many. It's going to. They're still a playoff team. They're not going to the finals.
No. They filled up the thing about it is they filled up the rights. They filled up the same spots that they lost. They filled up. You know what I mean? They lost Max Strus, but they picked who they picked up. Oh, I'm thinking the Lakers. No, they picked up.
You're thinking about the Lakers. They lost more than they got back. Miami lost way more.
Oh yeah, they definitely did
because they also lost Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, they
also lost Gabe Vincent.
But it's like if Dame gets there, he fills up all of that scoring that they lost between them.
Right. And you still got Lowry coming off the bench. You still got, but the thing is, it's like
but it's like now,
in order to get Dame, you're gonna lose because
now you're gonna lose more your pieces. 6 man. Now you gotta fill up.
You're gonna lose your 6 man. So Tyler's gonna be gone. So you're gonna ask Duncan Robinson to play a role that he can't play. You lost Gabe Vincent, who was honestly a better point guard at this point, at this stage than Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
Arguably, Gabe Vincent was the reason why y'all got over the hump because y'all had competent point guard play.
Offensive and defensively.
And then you lost arguably the conference finals MVP. The Spanish boy. What was his name? Not Strus. The Spanish boy. What was his name, man?
Oh, you got me.
Man.
He's talking about.
I'm
my phone.
I'm looking it up right now. But look, you lost more players than you got back. Who did they sign?
Shoot. Hey, we're trying to get Dame.
Caleb Martin.
They lost Martin?
Yeah, Caleb Martin's gone.
Oh, I didn't know that. Damn. Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
They lost the whole thing. Yeah, it's over.
You lost more than what you got. What you got back
just
in
to
return.
Prepare for Dame.
Where did Caleb go? I'm trying to check this stuff right now.
I can't believe I don't think I don't know. I don't remember him going.
I hope he didn't go because Caleb definitely he was the MVP. He was the MVP of those playoffs. But either way, even if you still have Caleb, you're going to have to give up somebody. Caleb might be shipped out with Tyler with picks that they don't got. Because they don't even have real picks to trade for Dame.
Oh, nah. Yeah. No, they still got Caleb.
So they lost Strus. They lost Gabe Vincent. But Dame don't even want to play with Butler. Dame wants to play with what's the name? The center. Bam. So
I don't know. I think
I mean, okay, so the year that LeBron went to Miami, they went on like one of the worst losing streaks in history.
Early, he's trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure it out. And I think that the same thing that happened, but the same thing that happened not because of the talent in the lineup. I think the starters will be fine. Who's coming in for these guys? That's what I'm saying.
And then this market, the way they got the CBA set up,
it's gonna be tough,
I don't know who you picking up now.
If
everybody done pick people up, who you picking up? JaVale McGee.
If I'm Dame, I'm going to a team that's already a fringe playoff team that needs a point guard that is looking for that first, second option. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go to a team that's building.
Yeah, but if I'm Portland,
I'm gonna get the best. I'm trying to get. I'm gonna get the best.
Saying? Yeah, because we thought it was loyalty, but it's business, man.
Nah, it's business. It's business. It's business. I'm gonna send you to whoever got the. I'm gonna send you to Utah.
Yeah, bro, we need a better business. I'm gonna send you to Utah.
Right here, man, honestly, you might cook at Utah. I ain't gonna hold you.
He gonna cook, but yeah, I don't know. Dame, stupid.
We off Dame. We're coming to the end of our show, guys. We're gonna we're gonna wrap this up. All right, so matter of fact, we could save this. Let's just talk about our sleeper teams. Let's talk about our sleeper teams. We'll save that for something closer to the season. Who makes the playoffs? Let's talk about our sleeper teams this year. Who's your sleeper team from each conference? From each conference, give me one team that's a sleeper team that you think is gonna be low key nice.
Sleep is the I don't know about low key.
Mm.
But we gotta say the Pelicans. Because I already feel, the thing about it,
You
I
really
wouldn't say
call them
sleeper,
sleepers?
but what's the thing? It has to because they ain't never healthy. They ain't never together.
Okay.
So if they can stay healthy, then it's like, damn, that's really because we're not thinking at the end of the day, no matter what, nobody's really truly thinking of the Pelicans as that team. Like,
Okay.
they could win. So they're technically still a sleeper team because it's all depending on if Zion's really going to be there.
Zion's
if
healthy.
Brandon Ingram's really going to take that next leap, because he's taking a leap, but he's got to truly take it. I mean, he's playing in Team USA. You don't even think he's an afterthought.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Team USA,
like,
they talking about everybody but him.
Everybody but him. Like some people probably don't even know he plays. I don't even see a highlight. The last two games, I didn't see a highlight of him there.
I honestly forgot.
We talking about Milwaukee. I said Milwaukee, Minnesota. What's his name escaping me? I just was watching it.
Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards, the next Jordan. Yeah. And we're not talking about Brandon Ingram next KD. Like, so it's like he's truly got to take another step.
Yeah.
It's a superstardom for real.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that's one of them in the West. And then also, I don't want to take your answer or anything. I don't know your answer, but OKC with Chet being
coming
back.
Back.
So it's like, okay.
But now you ain't saying much.
All right.
Let's go East. Let's go East. What you got the East? We got the East.
In the East, truthfully, all my brothers hate Trae Young. But
Atlanta,
we're gonna see. I think Atlanta's actually gonna do something.
They gonna put it together
because it's the thing we gotta think about it. It's like we ain't gonna have Brooklyn out there, so that's another spot that's truly opened up.
Okay.
So it's like I think they're gonna make some noise. Like who else is gonna truly be a sleeper out there? Because it's like the East is
kind of conference that's
right tough. Yeah. But it was still tough. Like when you think about it, you still got the Cavs. Yeah, like you got the Knicks. It's like the only team that's truly. Yeah, and then another team I just want to watch and see what they do is the Pacers too. Those are my guys.
Nah, Pacers. Halliburton.
Bro, that's my guy.
All right, so my sleepers out the West. I got two in the West, just like you. I got two. First is gonna be the Spurs.
Oh my God!
Listen. The reason why I say the Spurs is not because of Wemby. It's not because of Wemby. It's because of Pop. It's because of Pop.
Yo,
listen,
I need you to.
Pop gets the most out of his players. Does he not?
You must be talking about Pop the soda. Where are you
Pop
from?
Is the greatest. Pop is the greatest coach
debate.
Ever.
That's what we having. Because
Pop is the Bill Belichick of basketball. I'm telling you, he's gonna get the most out of his players, just like he always does. First of all, before Wemby even came in, they was making noise in the first half of last season. They was making noise.
They were just surprising people. That's all it was.
That's what I'm trying to say.
At the end of the day, let's keep it a stack. Belichick ain't do. What ring has he won since Tom Brady? What ring has Pop won?
Tom Brady won one. Tom Brady, all right, you got it. Tom Brady won one without him.
They ain't done nothing.
So look, my second team. Shout out.
I'm shooting it down. Fuck the Spurs. They ain't doing nothing. They gonna be there, but they ain't gonna do nothing.
Shout out my brother Mario. Shout out my little brother. I'm going with Houston. I'm going with Houston. I'm going with Houston. That's my other sleeper team. Look, I'm not even saying they're gonna make crazy noise. What I mean by sleeper is they're going to finally gel, put some stuff together, and they're going to be able to compete. I think that they're going to be at that level where they could be talked about for the play-in. They're my sleeper team. I think that they could win 30, 35 games. They're going to be in there. They're going to be in the mix. Them young boys, it's a bunch of young boys, and if they turn out to be dogs, bro,
You need to change. You need to change this to. Oh, sure. I know who you picking. There, you picking Detroit for the next one. Because you need to change it to the team that you want to see the most in each conference. because that's what you
Look,
picking.
look, they're my sleeper team. Look, and I'm not even gonna pick Detroit. Detroit's not my sleeper in the East. My sleeper in the East is the Hornets. It's the
He's on a
Hornets,
wild.
bro.
Yo, you're doing scouting. That's
Hornets.
what you're doing. You know,
Yo, come on, bro.
Sleepers?
Listen.
Who's on there? I'm listening.
Listen. You gonna get Bridges back. You get Bridges back.
Yeah.
And I think LaMelo takes it to the next level this year. I think LaMelo has a really good year. They have a lot of other pieces. They just drafted his name, not Scoot, right?
It's Brandon.
No, Brandon. Yeah, they just drafted Brandon to be. He's gonna be a number 2. It's gonna take him a year or 2, but we're talking about sleeper teams. We're talking about teams that could make noise. I think that the Hornets are right there, bro. They're already on the cusp. You have LaMelo on the cusp of superstardom. The only thing that they're missing right now is a center. That's it. That's literally all they're missing in their first 5. That's it. They're missing a center.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally all they're missing. Bridges, their power forward. You got Brandon as your shooting guard. LaMelo. They got a decent small forward. All they need is a center, bro. And their 5 is set.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I think Bridges coming back. He gonna make some. He gonna bring some issues.
I don't think he's gonna bring issues. I think that he's hungry to play.
Because you know what's the thing? The other guy who took his place, I forgot the other light-skinned brother. I forgot his name. Why is his name escaping me? But he played good this year, and he was asking for a lot of money.
Yeah. I know.
He was even asking for money, and I'm just like, yo, now because he got a bigger role since Bridges has been going. And he's actually been delivering, and I think it's gonna be tough. Yeah, Bridges now, yes. So I don't know. We're gonna see if they're gonna just coexist together.
We're gonna see. But
I can't lie. We agree a lot, but I dislike all your picks.
but I had 2 for the East too. My other team is just like yours, though. I think that the Pacers are gonna make some noise. I really do. Okay. I think the Pacers are gonna come and shake shit up in the East. Yeah. I really do. I think that Halliburton going into his second season with the Pacers, his second full season. Yep. He's and they have a lot of young guys that are.
And then him and what's his face have been the center. Why is his name is even escaping?
I was about to say T.J. Warren. T.J. Warren's still not over there, right?
No. I know
who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about
he's about to be deployed. He about to be deployed this year, man. I'm calling it.
I know who you're talking about.
Damn.
I know, right?
Because he was the Lakers. They always wanted him at the Lakers and everything. Yeah, his name been there.
Miles Turner. That's
it.
Miles Turner. The player that the Knicks want over Randall. I'll trade for Miles Turner.
Yeah, I would too. Defense and threes. Okay.
But I think that Halliburton coming into his second full season with the Pacers. Miles Turner and him, it's a really good tandem. They have a lot of nice young guys, nice rotational pieces. I think the Pacers put it together. They're gonna make some noise this year. Don't mark my words, but they might get a 6 seed.
Nah, I feel it. Like I said,
might get a 6 seed.
The Nets ain't who it was. So now
I know. I think the Nets
all went to the West.
I think the Nets is not a powerhouse, but I think that the Nets still gonna make some noise. I think Mikal Bridges is going to become a superstar over there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's not a guarantee.
Nah, it's not a guarantee. It's not
like it was. So now that's the spot that truly opens up. That's a 50-50 spot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I think that the Nets are gonna be like a fringe playing team.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying.
The Pacers have a real shot to get to the 6 seed.
Yeah,
maybe
especially if Halliburton stay healthy.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
It's really about him. If he stays healthy, I think that they have a real shot for a 6 seed. So we're gonna end this show with our way too early finals predictions.
Oh lordy!
Just give me 2 teams who you think is gonna be in the finals.
Oh lordy! I hate it, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Boston because I think they're gonna actually gel. Even
I-
though we
I
gotta
got
get
Boston too.
P-
I got
we
Boston
gotta
at least.
we gotta get KP. He gotta get healthy, man. Because now they're gonna play without him. But it's still the thing about it is they still got the vibes from everybody,
From
but
last
just
year. Yeah,
everybody
but
there,
Grant
but
Williams. Yeah,
Grant Williams and
Yeah.
Smart. So it's like
smart. Yeah.
it's
I
not really
I
gonna
agree.
be
I
much of
agree.
a fall off.
Celtics. I got Celtics going to the finals.
Yeah, they could bring them in there, and then
In the West, who you got? What you
you
got?
know,
What you got in the West?
who it is, man. It's Phoenix, bro. They got too much fucking killers. I
know
want to
what?
say the Nuggets still, but
It's tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. The West is tough. The West
That's
is tough
fine.
because when you look at it from a microcosm, it could be any 4 teams. It could be the Lakers, it could be the Warriors, it could be
the Lakers.
It could be LeBron.
Hey, I know.
LeBron put him on his back, but it could be the Lakers, it could be the Warriors, it could be the Suns, or it could be the Nuggets. I have those. Those are my top 4 teams out the West.
Yeah,
and it's tough, but
mine's is
I'll say if the Suns have to face the Warriors at the Western Conference Finals, I have the Warriors. I'm not gonna lie to you. Love KD. I love Devin Booker.
Yeah, it do come down
Who's
to
guarding
who that
Steph?
is. But you know what's the thing?
Who's guarding Steph?
Damn, yeah, that's tough.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. And I'll give you one. I'm gonna throw you a bone too, because if the Suns face the Warriors in the conference finals, you have a disgruntled Chris Paul on a Warriors squad coming off the bench who is gonna want to give it to the Suns, and he's gonna be healthy.
He's gonna smoke the whole
because
second
he's coming
squad.
off the bench.
He's gonna
So-
come off the bench smoking the
So
second
that's
squad.
what I'm trying to say. So
And they ain't gonna have no
honestly,
second squad in the Phoenix.
I have a rematch of the year before's finals. I have the Celtics I have the Celtics Warriors, but I think that the Suns is gonna give a lot of people fits. My question is who's the point guard and who's guarding Steph? That's all I want to know.
That's the thing. I'm a Warriors
tough.
dude, but I don't know.
tough.
Like,
It's tough, man. It's the West is stacked.
they still got some filling out to
tough.
do at the center spot. That's the thing. Like,
And you know what's crazy? Because nobody's talking about them because of the other 4 teams I named. Dallas is going to be in the mix too.
Dallas Schmalish.
Never know.
Dallas
Never know.
Schmalish.
Luka and Kyrie put it together. It's crazy. It's crazy what them 2 could do.
It is, but I'm gonna keep it stacked. I don't know what the rest of their roster. They picked up Grant. I know that.
Yeah, they picked up Grant. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
like,
a lesser. We'll see. We'll see. This is way too early. But
I can see it.
You got to pick one. You got to pick one. Who you got?
I'm gonna say because they lost.
Stick
They
with the
lost.
Suns? You gonna stick with the Suns?
No. I say see with Suns at Denver, but I'm gonna go with Denver, man. Like,
all right, so
I
Denver
just gotta like this. It's just like they lost pieces, but they ain't lose.
Nah, they ain't lose too much. They ain't lose
They
too much.
They lost Bruce. That was really.
They lost Bruce. I think that was the biggest piece that they lost.
Yeah, that was it.
All right. So you got Denver, Celtics. I got Celtics, Warriors.
Imagine that again. That'd be tough.
It'd be crazy.
Celtics is about to let us down.
They
I hope so.
They let us down last time.
I hope so. As in New York, I hope so. But I just like JT and JB, man.
But yo, y'all have episode 1, season 2. We are back.
This is longer than expected.
Yeah, I know it's longer than expected. We're gonna try to make this every week. Promise it won't be that long. Subscribe, like on YouTube. We'll be on Instagram, Twitter, etc. It's your boy Lou.
Yeah.
That's Sex. I don't even know where to point. That's Sex.
No, you got the right way.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, you got the right way. You already know the vibes, y'all, man. Like, share, sub, and all the above. The boys are signing out.
Kobe, 824. Kobe Day.